There is nothing concealed that will be hidden. Everything will come to the light. Hi, I'm Cheryl Cruz. I am the author of the book, Thin Enough, My Spiritual Journey Through the Living Death of an Eating Disorder. I want to talk to you about what we think we have hidden, what we think we're getting past people. Especially with eating disorder behavior, we can be some pretty sneaky creatures. I certainly was, and this time of year, with the county fairs, the state fairs, summertime, it reminds me of the apex of my anorexia. When I was a 2-digit weight, I was exercising for hours a day, I was barely eating anything and barely drinking anything, and lo and behold, when I was 19, my 19th summer, highly anorexic, I got the chance to go to the Minnesota State Fair. If any of you are familiar with the Minnesota State Fair, it's an enormous fairgrounds. It's a big event. It's huge in Minnesota. It's the end-all be-all, especially for those of us who are in 4-H, and I'm a fellow 4-H'er. But it has a lot of walking. It's very expansive. You do a lot of walking, and it's not exactly the greatest thing to embark on if you are highly anorexic, very weak, and are trying to blend in to the scenery. Didn't quite work with me. I had the idea in my head when I attended the state fair that I really wanted this gigantic panda bear. And this is kind of what I'm getting to about the whole hiding of things, because I thought the panda bear would disguise or camouflage or throw off people from seeing what was really going on with me. I was very skeletal looking, but yet I was walking around with this huge panda bear, and on top of that, as if that wasn't enough of a sight, shall we say, I put it in a black hefty bag. That sucker was heavy. That sucker was huge to carry around, and it was incredibly noticeable. And I want to have a little visual aid here. I don't have the original panda bear from way back in the day, but I have sort of done a Frankenstuffy just to kind of illustrate what I was carrying around that day. So I've cobbled together 3 stuffed animals from dear friends of mine, and I want to give you an idea. I'm standing up, and I carried this sucker around. This was about the size of it. That sucker probably had to weigh about, I would say, 5 to 7 pounds. Now, that doesn't seem like it's a lot back when you think about it, but when you're carrying that thing around for hours on a hot and humid summer day on the fairgrounds, and you're thinking that nobody's really noticing or paying attention to you, that they're only paying attention to the fun and the fair activity, the fair fun. They're not looking at the reality of your anorexia. It can get exhausting. I was very exhausted. Lugging that thing around, I looked ridiculous, I'm sure. I looked, well, not ridiculous, I looked sick, because I was sick. I was desperately in need of help. I was desperately in need of love. I was desperately in need of the Most High helping me. In Scripture, it talks about let 2 or 3 witnesses have everything be established. And that was the case with my stuffed animal, my stuffed panda bear at that time, because I had more than 2 or 3 people, I believe there were 2 or 3 mothers specifically with kids, that would just stare at me a little too long with horror, sometimes with repulsion. And I knew that they knew. That's a really troubling state of being to be in, when you know that they know, and there's this silent back and forth. Anyway, I mention all of this because you may not have an issue with eating disorders. That may not be your thing, but there might be something that you're hiding. There might be something that you're ashamed of. There's nothing new under the sun. All of us have something, don't we? We're not proud of every single thing we've done. We're not proud of our past. We're not proud of our current behaviors even. You know what your struggles are. You know. If you're being really honest, you know. but more to the point, he knows. The Most High knows. And he wants to help you today with whatever you're struggling with. Whatever the shame is, whatever the issue is, including, yes, eating disorders, including, yes, anorexia or bulimia or binge overeating or anything that's disordered, anything that is compulsive, anything that is torturing you, because that's what it's doing. You may think that you're in control. You may think that you have a semblance of running your life. You don't. None of us do. It's an illusion. Apart from him, we can do nothing. In him, we move and breathe and have our being. We can't do anything without him. We can't take another breath without him. Our hearts cannot beat without him. So turn to him and let him help you today. Whatever that looks like. You don't have to walk around with some gigantic, ridiculous panda bear. You don't have to be hiding behind some sort of stuffed animal. You don't have to be hiding behind anything. He already sees you fully. And he's not repulsed by you. He loves you so much. He sees you. He knows everything about you. He knows you better than you do. He's there for you. Turn to him today. Until next time, be blessed, be highly favored, and take care of yourselves. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.